Hey boos, I'm Sadie and welcome back to my channel. I know, I said I was gonna upload on Friday and I totally didn't. I've just been super lazy about getting to this video. I don't know what it is, but anyway, we're here, we're doing the video, it's all good. Okay, so today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are doing a tattoo tour and I will be telling you all about the many tattoos that I have so far. So if you're interested in seeing and knowing more about my tattoos, then stay tuned. Before we jump into the video, I did want to show you guys that I have a new set of nails on. These are again by my friend Desi. These are press-on nails. Y'all know from my previous video I had on a Valentine's Day set by her. Those were the acrylic press-ons. These are just the regular schmegular press-on nails, so they're not as thick as the acrylics, but they still get the job done, girl. Okay, so these are so freaking cute. I love the color and everything. Like, they're just so freaking cute. So yeah, if you guys are interested, definitely check out my friend's press-on nails. She just started her little small business making press-on nails and she does a fabulous job. You can order them. You just have to DM her on Instagram. Again, that is Designs by Des 701. On Instagram, DM her. She also does custom designs. Pricing is for regular press-ons, these ones, $10. And then if you want the acrylic press-ons where they're a little more thicker and may last a little bit longer than these ones, those are going to be $25. But if you want specific designs, you know, that custom made set, then it might go up in price just depending on what you want, if there's gems, designs, all that fun stuff. But $10, $25, baby, you can't go wrong with these prices. Okay, so check her out, please. She does a fabulous job with her press-on nails and she deserves to have an endless amount of customers. So check her out. Love her work. She's great. So anyway, now we can get into the video. Alright y'all, so we are gonna start with my first tattoo that I ever got, and it's on my foot. Don't worry, I'll have a better clip for you guys to view. It was on my foot. I was 17 years old. My mom signed so that I could get the tattoo done. And yeah, I'm not gonna worry about talking about any other tattoo artists because, for one, this one I only went to once and I think he's very arrogant. I think he is very full of himself and I don't know, he's not a vibe at all, and so he doesn't need any sort of promotion of any kind. So we're just not going to talk about him. But this is the only tattoo I have by that artist in specific. And I only went to him because my mom had gotten a tattoo by him. And so, like, that was really the only artist I really knew of. And yeah, so anyway, my first tattoo on my foot, it says love and it has a heart in the L. And this was something that I drew on a piece of paper. And I was just like, wow, I'm going to get this as a tattoo. And then I did. So that's the story behind my first tattoo ever. Okay, so now if we move on, my second tattoo I didn't get for 2 years later. So I was 19 when I got this tattoo. And it is a best friend tattoo that I got with my friend Alex. And it is a prayer. So I had the first half of the prayer and she has the second half. So my half, and we got it in the same spot. Our fonts are a little different, but same spot, same leg. My half of the prayer is, as I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And then she has the other half, and it says, and if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. So, yeah, that's kind of the meaning behind my second tattoo. And then moving on to my third one, it is this collarbone piece right here. And I can obviously show you guys a more close-up of it, but anyway, I don't know exactly when I got this, but this was my first tattoo that I ever got from Simon at Alchemist Tattoo. This was back when it wasn't even called Alchemist and he was not the owner. It was called Tailwind Tattoo, And yeah, this was my first tattoo by him ever. Now Tailwind is now Alchemist Tattoo, and Simon is not only an artist there, but he is the owner of Alchemist Tattoo. So he's come a long way in my journey of getting tattoos with him. So that's really cool to see. Anyway, this tattoo is a quote, and it is song lyrics by Lil Wayne, of all people. But it says, "I wouldn't know success if I never knew pain." And I think that is very true. And I really thought that the lyrics spoke to me so much that I wanted to get it as a quote on my body. So I did. And yeah, it's this cute little collarbone piece. And then I just added birds on the other side just because, I don't know, I'm weird. I didn't want this side to just be blank. So I just added the birds for aesthetic effect for the tattoo, I guess. But yeah, that's the story behind my collarbone piece. What was my fourth tattoo? I'm kind of trying to go in order, but honestly, I just want to get all the other artists out of the way. Because like I don't care to really talk about them, no offense. Anyway, we'll just keep going in order. So the fourth tattoo that I got was my finger tattoos. So my finger tattoos are done by Simon, and they are this little heart and my inside of my finger that says baby girl. And these tattoos are replicas of Ariana Grande's finger tattoos. I'm a huge Ariana Grande fan. We all are aware by this point. If you're new, hi, I love Ariana Grande. And she has a heart tattoo, and hers says baby doll because that is what her grandpa always used to call her, was baby doll. And my family, my mom specifically, calls me baby girl all the time, and so I thought that was more fitting for me. Obviously I didn't want to specifically copy the entire tattoo that she has. I wanted a little more meaning to it, just besides having an Ariana Grande inspired tattoo. So yeah, mine says baby girl because that's what my family calls me, specifically my mom. And so yeah, that is the story of my fourth and my fifth tattoo. Moving on, let's see, my sixth tattoo. I'm trying to remember the order of these. So I want to say my sixth tattoo was my knee. So like I got a tattoo right above my knee and it says sexy. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, why the hell does she have that as a tattoo right above her knee? And the story behind that is I was dating a guy who passed away, and he had told one of his friends who happens to be a tattoo artist, and he told him that he wanted his bird's tattoo to be right above his right knee, and he wanted it to say sexy. And it's just funny to me because he would Snapchat me all the time pictures of his knees just being funny, saying look how sexy my knees look and stuff like that. So it was just so funny that that would be what he wants his first tattoo to be. So me and a bunch of his friends out in California, we all have this signature tattoo drawn up by his friend who is a tattoo artist. Yeah, we all have this tattoo right above our right knees. So that's the story behind that tattoo. And then what, seventh tattoo would technically be this one, which we all know from my previous video that this is now a cover-up piece. And really that's the only meaning behind this tattoo, is that it is now a cover-up piece. So this is my neck tattoo. It is now a beautiful rose, and we don't have to talk about what was there prior because I kind of disclosed that in the previous video, so check that one out. But yeah, this is just the meaning behind this one, is just that it is a cover-up and it's beautiful. So that's all there is to that one, unfortunately. Moving on to my eighth tattoo, I believe it would be the pineapple I have on my inner forearm wrist. That's kind of like the wrist area, yeah. So this I got with a friend who is no longer a friend. I can have a story time for you guys on that one. Okay, anyway, but yeah, so we got pineapple tattoos together. I like the meaning behind this tattoo because it had good intentions behind it, but the person specifically is just not a good person. and they never really had good intentions while being my friend. So that's kind of the shitty part of that. But I do like the memory behind this because it was something she did to be thoughtful and trying to uplift my spirits, because I got this tattoo after one of my best friends had passed away, and so she was like, let's go get tattoos. And I was like, I like the way you think. I do like tattoos to lift my spirits, so I'm totally down. And she was really nice, and she did pay for it, and yeah, so I mean, it has a good memory behind it, but the person, not so much. Moving on to my 9th tattoo. It would be my 9th and my 10th, which are my hand tattoos. So I have this cross on my left hand, and then I got the colon sign on my right hand. I am a person who struggles with depression, and I also had a friend who committed suicide. So I really like this tattoo specifically, just because it has really great meaning behind it. The cross, honestly, this one's probably gonna be the one where it's like I just wanted it. It's one of those tattoos. I mean, I did grow up in a religious household. I went to church every Sunday with my grandparents and was brought up in the Christian religion and stuff. So I don't know, but I've seen a lot of celebrities. Demi Lovato is one that comes to mind. Demi has a cross on, I think theirs is more like on the actual side of the hand, but yeah, and I just always thought those tattoos are just so simplistic but super cute, so I wanted to get one. So I guess this one's the one where I just was like, I want it, so I'm gonna get it. Yeah, that one doesn't really have too much meaning behind it, but those are my 9th and 10th tattoos. I got them at the same time, which also the finger tattoos, if you couldn't tell, I got those at the same time as well. And these two and the original neck tattoo were done by the same tattoo artist, as well as the upper thigh tattoo. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I mean, he's alright. There's just really no need to talk about him, just because the only tattoo artist I care about is Simon. Like, that's my dude, okay? So we don't need to talk about any other artist but him. And then all the rest are by Simon. Like, the new neck piece is by Simon. Oh yeah, and then the outline of this was a lot lighter, and so Simon redid the outline of the pineapple, because this was done by someone else, because it was just like that friend, she had just found some random place that was able to take walk-ins and do it. So but he did re-outlined it so that it would match the rest of my sleeve. But anyway, so my 11th tattoo is on my forearm, on my left arm, and this was done by Simon. And this is a memorial piece for my granddad. He passed away in 2017, and he was in the Air Force back in the day, and so that's what this piece, this is the Air Force symbol, and then in it, it says the Great Swami. That was just something that he came up when I was a kid, that he was the Great Swami, the all-knowing, and it's just something that I grew up, and that was what he called himself. So I had to get that incorporated in there. And then of course I just have his dates. Yeah, I love that tattoo. It was my second piece that had color, but the biggest color piece I had at the time, because my pineapple was the first one that I actually had a color tattoo. But this one was my biggest one at the time. Okay, so moving on to my 12th tattoo. It would technically be my sleeve. However, I had only done a portion of it, and I'm wearing sleeves, of course. So, like, I did from my hand up onto my bicep here, and then like my elbow. I did all of that in one session. I think we sat for 4 hours doing that, and then I did the outer bicep onto my shoulder in 2.5 to 3 hours for the second sitting. So yeah, this is technically my 12th piece, and it is my biggest piece of art that I have on my body, and I love this one a ton because I've always wanted a sleeve, but I could never figure out what I wanted. And then one day I was like, this is exactly what I want. And my hand is an outline of Arizona. I am from Arizona. I was born in Phoenix, but I grew up in Chandler. So the outline of Arizona on my hand, and then we've got the U of A paw print. That is just a university out in Arizona. It's the University of Arizona, U of A for short. My Aunt Stacy went there, and my aunt, she's best friends with my Aunt Stacy. Mila also went there. They were cheerleaders, and honestly, if I would have taken the route of going to college, I would have definitely tried to get into U of A. So I got that, and that's on the spot where Phoenix would be. So instead of like getting a star, I put the paw print. I don't know, I thought that'd be kind of fun. And then Simon just kind of did like a desert background to kind of fill the space, which I thought was cool. And then going up my arm, we've got the Arizona State bird, and then the Arizona State flower. Moving up the arm, so like the bottom half of my arm is Arizona based because that's where I'm from, and then the upper portion of my sleeve is California based because that is where my boyfriend that passed away is from. And so I kind of got a sleeve but also a partial memorial piece for him as well, so I thought that was cool. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 kind of tattoo. So I've got his name and his dates up here on my inner bicep, and let me tell you, this painful, okay? I don't care what nobody says, this is painful. Okay, painful. My elbow, there's barely anything on it. Painful. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, this is like a big heart with a ribbon with his name and dates in it. This is the outline of California, and then we've got Venice Beach. That was a place he liked to visit a lot in California. And then moving up, we have the Golden Gate Bridge. So he is from Bakersfield. He was born here in North Dakota, but he grew up in Bakersfield, California. So that's just where he says he's from, is from California. And I have a heart with a pot leaf inside of it because he liked to smoke weed. And then the heart is where Bakersfield would be on like the map. So instead, again, of doing like a star, I just did a heart with a pot leaf inside of it because I don't know, I thought that would be fun to kind of incorporate that into the piece. And then moving up, there's like an LA piece as well. And yeah, that is my sleeve, and yeah, I really like that tattoo. And it's all just outline. There's no color to it yet, but I get so many compliments just simply for how well the lines are done on this piece, and I agree, Simon did a phenomenal job. He has like the best line work I have ever seen, and I'm excited to color it in. I just don't know if I'm gonna color it all the way in. Like, I don't know. So yeah, that was my 12th. My 13th and final tattoo that I have is on my wrist, and it says Malachi. This is a matching tattoo that I have with Donnie. We will be getting Malia's name. We just have not been able to schedule the appointment yet, but I mean, now that we're back, we can definitely schedule that appointment with Simon so that we can get, because see, the thing with this one is Simon, he free-handed this, just came up with it on his own, and I thought it was so cool. So I was like, well, I want to get Malia's name, but I want him to do it specifically because it will go with Malachi's name. So I'm thinking about doing Malia's name up here, and Donnie, because he has room on his wrist, he's gonna do it on his other wrist in the same spot that we have Malachi's, but I cannot, so I had to pick a different spot. And I was like trying so hard to think of like where I wanted it to go, because I want it to be just as noticeable as Malachi's, because I thought about doing it on the back side of my wrist, but I'm like, that's not a spot that you would really see it all the time like you do with Malachi's, and I just don't think that would be fair. I would get Malia's right up here, and that way you can see both of their names equally. Anyway, that concludes the video, I guess. Alright you guys, so I totally just recorded this video in my children's room. Anyway, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are the first notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Which one of my tattoos is your favorite? Let me know. Do you have tattoos? Which one is your favorite? How many tattoos do you have? Like, I want to know. I want to start a conversation in the comments, so let's get it started. I will try my best to have the next video uploaded Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time, but I think you guys are aware that if I can't get it up Friday, I will have it up Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Time. I'm sorry, y'all. I've just been so lazy. Like, now I see why these YouTubers be having editors and stuff, because it makes their life so much easier. Like, especially right now, just because, like, this is not a full-time job for me yet. And so, I just, by the time I get home and get everything situated, man, I am exhausted. Like, do I feel like editing a video right now?
No.
Shout out to all the bitches that got editors, because bitch, I am jealous. Anyway, I will see you guys next Friday, next Sunday. Yeah, no, one of those days. I will see you Friday or Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And until then, bye.